Aging in today's world brings wisdom, but it also brings new challenges that many of us never expected. Every day, scams are becoming more sophisticated, and sadly, seniors are often the primary targets. Why? Because we're trusting. We value connection. And sometimes we simply want to believe that the person on the other end of the phone or email is telling the truth. Technology has made life so much more convenient. From online shopping to digital banking to staying in touch with family miles away. But with that convenience comes risk. Scammers are smarter, faster, and bolder than ever. And if you don't stay informed, even the most careful person can become a victim. That's why today's video is so important. We're going to uncover 5 trending scams that are spreading quickly and silently across the country, taking advantage of older adults every single day. I'll show you how these schemes work, what red flags to watch for, and, most importantly, practical steps you can take to stay safe. And make sure to stay with me until the very end, because the 5th scam I'll share with you is not only surprising, but could also be the most damaging if you don't know how to spot it. Let's start with one of the fastest growing scams targeting seniors today, the tech support scam. This one is everywhere, and the scary part is that it's designed to sound so real that even the most careful among us could fall for it. Here's how it usually begins. You're at home, maybe reading the news online or checking your email, when suddenly, pop! A big red alert flashes on your screen. It might say your computer is infected with a virus, your bank account has been hacked, or your device is about to shut down unless you act now. Or maybe it's a phone call out of the blue with a calm, professional voice saying, "This is Microsoft Technical Support. We've detected a serious issue on your computer." That feeling of panic? That's exactly what they're counting on. When you're alarmed, you're more likely to follow instructions without stopping to question what's really happening. These scammers often sound confident, polite, and helpful. They might walk you through what looks like a real process to fix the problem. But here's the trick. They're not fixing anything. They're trying to gain remote access to your computer. Once they're in, they can see everything. Your saved passwords, your emails, your bank accounts, and that's when the real damage begins. Take Walter, a 78-year-old retiree from Florida. One quiet afternoon, while he was browsing for gardening tips, a message popped up saying his bank account had been hacked and urging him to call a number immediately. Worried, Walter dialed the number. The person on the other end sounded so convincing that he agreed to download a security tool that gave them full access to his laptop. They charged him $200 for a service fee, but within a week, thousands more were drained from his account. The worst part? Walter felt ashamed. But here's what you need to understand. This is not your fault. These scammers are professionals. They study human behavior, and they know exactly how to manipulate fear and urgency. So here's the rule to remember. Real companies like Microsoft or Apple will never call you out of the blue to warn you about a problem. They will never ask you to pay with gift cards or wire transfers, ever. If you see a pop-up that tells you to call a number, stop. Take a deep breath. Close your browser. If you're still concerned, reach out to someone you trust or call the official customer service number directly from the company's website, not from the pop-up. By staying calm and questioning what you see, you take away the scammer's biggest weapon, fear. And that one habit can save you from losing your money, your personal information, and your peace of mind. Now let's talk about the second scam, Medicare and health insurance scams. This one is especially dangerous because it plays on 2 very real concerns for most older adults, your health and your security. Here's how it usually starts. The phone rings, and the voice on the other end sounds calm and professional. They say, "Hello, this is Medicare," or "I'm calling from your health insurance provider." Sometimes they'll even use your name or mention part of your Medicare number, information they've found from other sources to make the call sound legitimate. Then comes the bait. They tell you that you qualify for new benefits, free medical equipment, or even discounted prescriptions. It feels urgent too. They say you need to verify your details to keep your coverage active or to claim these supposed benefits. It sounds helpful, right? But this is exactly how they trick you into sharing sensitive personal information, like your Medicare number, date of birth, or even banking details. And once they have that information, the damage can escalate quickly. Take the story of Dorothy, an 81-year-old widow from Ohio. She got a call saying she qualified for a new blood pressure monitor at no cost. The caller sounded kind and reassuring, so Dorothy gave her Medicare number. A week later, boxes of medical equipment she never ordered started showing up at her home. Soon after, she noticed thousands of dollars in fraudulent claims charged to her Medicare account. By the time she realized what had happened, the money was gone. This scam works because it targets trust. Seniors are conditioned to respect authority, especially when it sounds like it's coming from a government program. And when health is involved, it's easy to feel pressured to act quickly out of fear of losing coverage or missing out on care. Here's the truth you need to remember. Medicare will never call you unexpectedly to ask for your personal details. They will not pressure you. They will not threaten your coverage, and they will never demand payment or information over the phone. If you ever receive a suspicious call, hang up immediately. Then call the official number on your Medicare card to verify if there's really an issue. The few minutes it takes to double-check can save you thousands of dollars and weeks of stress. Staying cautious doesn't mean living in fear. It means taking control and making sure your trust is placed where it truly belongs, in your hands.
Let's talk about the third scam.
Online shopping and delivery scams. This one has exploded in recent years because, let's be honest, online shopping has become part of everyday life, especially for older adults who may prefer the convenience of ordering from home rather than making a trip to the store. Here's how it usually happens. You see an ad for something you've been wanting, maybe a set of gardening tools, a kitchen appliance, or even a pair of comfortable walking shoes, at a price that seems almost too good to pass up. The website looks professional, complete with glowing customer reviews and a secure-looking checkout page. But once you enter your credit card information and hit buy, the problems begin. Sometimes the product never arrives. Other times, the scammers take your payment, steal your personal information, and even make additional charges to your card without your knowledge. Take Robert, a 72-year-old retiree from Texas, as an example. Robert loves gardening. One day, he stumbled across a website offering high-quality tools at half the usual price. It looked legitimate, so he placed an order. Weeks went by, no tools, no tracking updates. When he tried to reach the company, the phone number didn't work, and his emails bounced back. By then, scammers had already drained his card with multiple fraudulent charges. And it's not just fake shopping websites. Delivery scams are on the rise too. You might receive a text or email saying something like, "Your package could not be delivered. Click here to confirm your address." It feels urgent, especially if you're expecting a package from a loved one or a pharmacy. But the moment you click that link, scammers can install harmful software on your device or steal your personal information. The emotional trigger here is urgency, that sense of panic that something you're waiting for might be delayed or lost. And scammers know exactly how to exploit that feeling. Here's how to protect yourself. Always double-check the website before making a purchase. Look for secure payment indicators like HTTPS and trusted retailer names. For delivery messages, never click links directly. Instead, go to the official website of the shipping company or call their verified customer service number. Staying cautious doesn't mean giving up the convenience of online shopping. It just means shopping smart, so you can enjoy the ease of technology without falling victim to the traps hidden behind it.
Now let's talk about something that is as heartbreaking as it is dangerous.
The fourth scam.
Romance and companionship scams.
This one preys on one of the most basic human needs, the desire for connection. And for many seniors, especially those living alone, that need can feel even stronger. Here's how it often starts. You might receive a friendly message on social media, an email from someone who just wants to chat, or even a connection request on a dating site. At first, it feels harmless. Someone kind, attentive, and seemingly genuine, taking the time to ask about your day, your interests, your life. Over time, trust begins to build. You start to believe that maybe, just maybe, you found someone who truly understands you. But here's the trap. Once that trust is established, the story changes. Suddenly, they have an emergency. Maybe they're stuck overseas without access to their bank account, or they need money for travel expenses to come visit you. The requests often start small. $100 here, $200 there, but they grow quickly, turning into thousands. Take Eleanor, a 74-year-old widow from Florida. She joined a social group online just to stay in touch with friends and family. That's where she met a man claiming to be a retired military officer. He was warm, charming, and patient. After weeks of talking, she trusted him enough to help when he said he was stranded overseas. She wired the money without hesitation. By the time she realized it was a scam, she had lost thousands of dollars, and the emotional pain cut just as deep as the financial loss. These scammers know exactly what they're doing. They take their time to make you feel special, valued, and safe. And that's what makes this scam so dangerous. It's not just about money. It's about trust. And the betrayal can leave deep emotional scars. Here's what you need to remember. Real relationships don't come with strings attached. If someone you've never met in person expresses strong feelings too quickly, makes excuses to avoid meeting face-to-face, or asks for money, no matter how convincing the story sounds, that's your red flag. Stay cautious, stay informed, and don't be afraid to talk to someone you trust if you're unsure. Because protecting your heart is just as important as protecting your bank account.
Now let's talk about the fifth scam, one of the oldest tricks in the book, but still one of the most dangerous for seniors. Investment and prize scams. These scams are dangerous because they play on two of the strongest emotions we have: hope and fear. Here's how it usually begins. You get a call, an email, or maybe even see an ad online promising something incredible. A can't-miss investment with guaranteed returns. Or the news that you've won a lottery, a sweepstakes, or even a luxury vacation. The pitch is always the same. Act now before you miss this opportunity. That false sense of urgency is their hook. Because when we feel pressured, we're more likely to make fast decisions without asking questions. Take Frank, a 69-year-old grandfather from Arizona. One afternoon, he got a call congratulating him on winning a foreign lottery. The caller sounded professional, even gave him a badge number and official-sounding documents. All Frank had to do, they said, was wire $3,000 to cover the international taxes. Believing it was his lucky day, Frank sent the money. But the prize never arrived, and the scammer disappeared, leaving him heartbroken, not just over the money, but over the betrayal of his trust. Here's the reality. No legitimate investment promises risk-free returns, and real prizes never ask you to pay up front. If someone tells you to keep it secret or pressures you to act fast, that's a giant red flag. Scammers want to isolate you because they know that if you talk to a family member, a friend, or a trusted advisor, the lie will quickly unravel. So, what can you do? Slow down. Take a step back. Verify everything with someone you trust. Your bank, your financial advisor, or even a close friend. And remember, if something sounds too good to be true,
It almost always is. The best protection you have is knowledge and patience. By staying cautious, asking questions, and refusing to act under pressure, you protect not just your money, but your peace of mind and your dignity.
Aging teaches us many lessons, but here's one of the most important. Knowledge is your greatest shield. Scammers will always evolve, finding new ways to exploit trust and hope. But the more informed you are, the stronger and safer you become. Being cautious isn't a sign of fear. It's a sign of strength. It means you value your hard-earned savings, your peace of mind, and your independence enough to pause, question, and verify before making any move. Every time you take that extra moment to double-check, you take the power away from the scammer and put it back where it belongs, in your hands. Think about it. From tech support scams to Medicare tricks, from fake shopping websites to heartbreaking romance schemes, and even those guaranteed investment pitches, awareness is what keeps you protected. It allows you to live with confidence, knowing that your decisions are informed and your defenses are strong. And remember, sharing your experience is powerful. If you've ever encountered a scam or even just a suspicious message, talk about it. Share your story in the comments below or with someone in your community. Every story shared is another layer of protection for someone else who might be at risk. So, before you go, do me a favor. Leave a comment below and tell us which scam surprised you the most, or what steps you're taking to protect yourself. Your insight might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone you care about. Together, we can build a community that stays informed, stays strong, and proves that aging isn't about becoming more vulnerable. It's about becoming wiser, sharper, and more empowered than ever.